Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Holding companies, did you follow? Yes. Now coming to the next chapter in advanced corporate accounting, that is electricity companies. Electricity companies, who is maintaining? Any company? No, it is maintained by the government. Water, electricity, railway, etc. all public utility services are maintained by the government. Government is taking care. So when government is taking care of all these things, their main motto is to give the services to the people. Of course, at the same time, they should not be under the laws. So the government is maintaining any of such company, whether it is electricity department or water services or railways, any such kind of public utility services point of view, their accounting system will be different compared to the normal accounting system. They'll be following double accounting system, not double entry system. Double entry is different. Double accounting. Double entry system is, debit for every transaction there will be debit and credit side also, debits and credit side both the sides will write, so that's a double entry system. Of course we follow double entry system also, but double accounting system is different. So this is following by the electricity company as per the government rules. Double accounting system. So how the treatment of the accounts will be there and all these things, and especially double accounting system, we'll discuss in depth in this video. Double accounting system, you may expect one essay or short theory question. Of course, without this knowledge, we cannot go ahead, right? Now, what is this electricity company means? Simple words you can remember. Incorporated under special acts of parliament. These electricity companies are incorporated under special act of parliament. Parliament passed a special act for such kind of public utility companies. Under this, it comes electricity company. And it follows double accounting system. What is double accounting system in simple words? I'll make you to understand. Single accounting system means we prepare final accounts. How do we prepare final accounts? 3 stages. Trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. We know it. Single accounting system. In double accounting system, we prepare 2 balance sheets. Rather than simple 1 balance sheet, we are going to prepare 2 balance sheets. That is why we say it as a double accounting system. In this electricity companies, we have different methods of preparation of accounts. The methods are total 3 methods, 1, 2, 3. First method is final accounts under the double accounting system. Final accounts we have to prepare. Final accounts means what? Trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. It is general in single accounting system. Now here in double accounting system, how do you prepare final accounts? Final accounts under the double accounting system. Total 4 points you have to remember. 4 accounts we are going to prepare. First one is revenue account. Second one, net revenue account. And third one is capital account. Capital account, we say it as a receipts and expenditure on capital account. Receipts and expenditure on capital account, or in short form you can say it as a capital account, doesn't matter. And last one is general balance sheet. These two are related to the balance sheet only. Now what about this revenue account, net revenue account? I'll give you a small explanation, later we'll go in depth. Revenue account. Revenue account means this is just like profit and loss account. Did you remember profit and loss account, final account? Same one. Debit side all the expenses, credit side all the incomes, so that you will be getting net profit. Same way. Revenue account. And what about net revenue account? Net revenue account is just like profit and loss appropriation account. So this is like a P&L account. And this one is profit and loss appropriation account. Did you remember profit and loss appropriation account? After preparation of profit and loss account, we'll be going for the profit and loss appropriation account. In partnership, we learned, I think, clearly, profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account, we write only few transactions. like partner is taking anything, especially like salary, interest paid to partners, or interest received on drawings, interest on capital, salaries, any other special fees or something is paid. So those kind of transaction we used to write it in the profit and loss appropriation account. Rest of general all the expenses will be in the profit and loss account debit side. Incomes on the credit side, which are related to the partners only, we used to write it on the profit and loss appropriation account. In the same way here also, if you learn net revenue account, just like profit and loss appropriation account, few transactions you have to remember. We'll go in depth in the next class. Few transactions, what to write it on the debit side, what comes on the credit side. If you remember, rest of all the transactions goes to the revenue account. If you learn, revenue account is simple. Revenue account means general transactions, all the expenses which are related to the electricity company, will write it on the debit side. That expenses are divided into different parts. Anyhow, whatever expenses we found in the problem, those expenses only we are going to take. Not all. Okay. So revenue account is just like profit and loss account. Net revenue account is just like profit and loss appropriation account. Next, third one comes to capital account. Capital account, we say it as receipts and expenditure on capital account also. In lengthy form, receipts and expenditure on capital account. Say receipts and expenditure on capital account. In short form, capital account also we can say. Now this is mainly reflecting on the total capital. This account, capital, the word name itself is saying that it is going to talk about the capital only. So this is reflecting on the total capital. Total capital and its sources and applications. Source means how do you got the capital. Application is how you are going to utilize the capital. Application. Source of capital, how do you got the capital. Application, how you are going to spend the capital. So related to this capital account is third one. Then fourth one, general balance sheets. General balance sheet will prepare. You know general balance sheet. All the assets, liabilities, assets on the right side, liabilities on the credit side. Oh, sorry, liabilities on the left side. Like you will be preparing the balance sheet. Able to remember? So this is about the first method, final accounts under the double accounting system. This we are going to discuss in depth in the next class. So here remember simple 4 points. 3 accounts we are going to prepare, 1 balance sheet. What are the 3 accounts? One is revenue account, net revenue account, capital account. You can say it as a receipts and expenditure and capital account also. And fourth one is balance sheet. Easy na? So this is about the final accounts under the double accounting system. This is first method. Second method is calculation and disposal of surplus. If you find any surplus in electricity company, that has to be disposed, that has to be settled. How do we settle? Here also 3 ways or 3 steps to prepare this calculation of and disposal of the surplus. So 3 steps. First step is calculation of capital base. Calculation of capital base. Once if you prepare calculation of capital base, then second step is calculation of reasonable return. How much will be the return? That is reasonable return. Then third one, calculation of clear profit. These 3 steps we have to follow. There we prepared 3 accounts and 1 balance sheet. Now here 3 steps. Capital base, reasonable return and clear profit. 3 steps for preparation of the disposal of surplus. Okay. So this is second method. First one is final accounts. Okay, final accounts under the double accounting system. The third one is replacement of an asset. We want to replace the asset. One asset is obsolete and not working, we just want to replace it. In such cases, how do we prepare? Here we'll have some journal entries and a simple process is there. So not so tough. Anyhow, these are the 3 methods. We'll discuss these 2 later. In the coming class, we are going to focus on the first method, that is final accounts under the double accounting system. Let's have what is double accounting system in depth, because in essay or theory short you may get any question. If you are not perfect in practicals, at least theory you can attempt it. Knowledge is required. So let's talk about double accounting system. First of all, let's see the features of double accounting system. Already I have explained double accounting system means you are going to prepare two balance sheets, and how do you prepare the accounts in double accounting system. Four things we need to prepare: revenue account, net revenue account, capital account, and balance sheet, everything. Most of the points we have already covered. The same thing we are going to discuss in features of double accounting system. First one is balance sheet is divided into two parts. One is receipts and expenditure on capital account. Receipts and expenditure on capital account. Second one is general balance sheet in double accounting system. Whereas in single accounting system, simple trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. One balance sheet. Now here two balance sheets. This is also balance sheet. Capital account, receipts and expenditure on capital account means related to the capital only we are talking. This is just like a balance sheet number 1, balance sheet number 2. So 2 will be there here. This is the first feature. Second one is final account comprises 4 parts. Double accounting system, we have final accounts in 4 parts. What are those 4 parts? These 4. I didn't write there because it's already written. Revenue account, net revenue account, capital account, and balance sheet, general balance sheet. Okay, this is the second point. And third one is, instead of profit and loss account, in double accounting system we are preparing revenue account. Instead of profit and loss account we are preparing revenue account, and instead of profit and loss appropriation account, what we are preparing? Net revenue account. So this point also already we have discussed. Next one, financial statements are prepared with the help of statistical data and statements. We prepare financial statements. What is the base data? Statistical data, and statements what is given to us according to the information we'll be preparing. Next one, here one important point, preliminary expenses. Generally if preliminary expenses are given, single accounting system, when we prepare balance sheet, how do we treat preliminary expenses? As promotional expenses, and it is going to promote the company. In that concept we used to show it in the balance sheet asset side as intangible assets like goodwill, patents, preliminary expenses, everything we used to consider. But now here remember, preliminary expenses considered as capital account, capital expenses. Preliminary expenses are considered as capital expenses. Why capital expenses? Preliminary expenses means it's for the promotion of the company. For that purpose, company is spending some amount. From where they are taking this amount? What is the source of the fund for this preliminary expenses? Which is nothing but from the capital only. So in that way it is considered as capital expenditure. When we consider it as capital expenditure, it comes in the capital account. Preliminary expenses in the capital account, not in the balance sheet. Next one, fixed assets. Remember this, FA means fixed assets. Fixed assets are recorded at original cost in capital account. In capital account, fixed assets we consider it with the original cost. We don't consider depreciation, appreciation. Anything is given that we don't consider in the capital account. We want original cost only. Okay. So and anyhow, accumulated depreciation fund, if anything is there, so that will be shown on the general balance sheet liability side. Accumulated any depreciation fund is given, that will be shown on the general balance sheet liability side. But in capital account, fixed assets, without considering the depreciation, we take. One important feature of double accounting system. Next one, here remember these points: share capital, debentures, long-term loans, premium on shares and debentures. These 4 points: share capital, debentures, long-term loans, premium on shares or premium on debentures. Any of these are part of capital. These are all considered as a capital, part of capital. So it will be taken into the capital account. Remember this point, important one. What we are considering it as capital account? Shares. It may be preference shares or equity shares. shares, debentures, and long-term loan, premium on shares and debentures, these four are considered as a part of capital. So it will be taken into the capital account, not in the revenue or net revenue account, not even in the balance sheet also. So point very much. These are the main features of the double accounting system. Now, if you see the advantages, simple advantages, not difficult to understand, we are saying. If you see the structure and if you understand double accounting system preparation and all these things, it's not so difficult to understand. Even a layman can understand once if he gets some knowledge in the accounting. Not so tough because as we have discussed, easy na? Not so tough. So it's easy to understand. And prompt disclosure of source and use of funds. Here we discussed one point. What is that here? Capital. How do you got the capital? Source of capital, application of capital. So it will be clearly discussed in the double accounting system. So that is why prompt disclosure of source and use of funds. How do you got the capital? How you are spending it? That we can discuss in depth. Whereas in single accounting system, no such kind of discussions, isn't it? Now third one, improvement of cash resources. How do you got the cash? What is the resource of cash? All these things also we are discussing in the double accounting system, so that you can have an understanding, you can have an analysis of cash management. Any kind of changes you wanted to do, you can do it. So that possibility is there. So that is why this is also one of the advantage. You will understand cash resources and improvement of operating activities. We are discussing all the operating activities like revenue account, net revenue account in separate way. It's very clear to understand what is happening in the revenue account and what's happening in the net revenue account. Like, you can have a detailed discussion, so you will have a good understanding about the operating activities of the organization. Very clear understanding because separately you are showing it. And last one, adoption of prescribed forms. Here accounting system also we are following certain forms, like differently preparing, not like a trading profit balance sheet. We are showing separately. All the transactions are very clearly mentioned. So the particular form, what is mentioned as per the Companies Act and as per the central government rules, we are following certain rules. So it's very easy to follow and no manipulations and no confusion also. So these are all the advantages. Now if you see the disadvantage, only four disadvantages are there. One is that uh, real financial position not shown. If you see the balance sheet in a single accounting system, you'll come to know very clearly this is this. Now here we have capital account and balance sheet, two are there. You may get confusion also because what is happening, unless you have a good understanding. That is why we say it as a real financial position is not shown clearly. And next one, replacement of an asset. It is a very big process. Replacement of an asset, there it was very clear. You will understand replacement of asset in the third point we'll discuss in depth. So these are all generally, once if you complete the chapter, you'll have a very good clarity. So this is one of the disadvantage. And third one is not correct picture of profit and loss. No clear picture of profit and loss, because profit and loss is divided into two parts like revenue account, net revenue account. A revenue account, something you are getting that will be transferred to the net revenue account. And net revenue account, few transactions are there, like there's some mess compared to general profit and loss account. So that is what we are saying, not clear picture of profit and loss, whether we are getting profit or loss. That won't be much clear, just like a single accounting system. And last one, treatment of interest. Treatment of interest is also quite confusing here compared to single accounting system. So how is that, how we are going to handle all these things? Once if you enter into the practicals, you'll have a good clarity. Now right now you have to remember only a glance of electricity companies. Electricity companies means which are under the control of central government, because it is a public utility services point of view. Somewhat they don't want to go under the losses, at least little profits. may not be huge profits because this is not profit oriented services, right? So a little profit, or do not want to enter into the losses. In that way, electricity company accounts are prepared. They are following double accounting system. Three methods are there. So this method next class we are going to follow. Take a screenshot. Clear? Am I clear? First have a understanding about this. If you have any textbook, you read the theory part, and then next class we'll go for the practicals. Get ready. There are many subjects already I covered in our channel. Check out the playlist. Our description box also I have given. Whatever is useful, please use it. Whatever may be your course, like BCom, BBA, MBA, MCom, CA, CS, CMA, and 12th class, 11th, 12th class, even in school level also sometimes accounts you are finding it. So those students also they can use it. Even for engineering students, hotel management students, for everyone, accounts one subject is compulsory. Please use it and don't forget to share this video. Everything is for you only at the rate free of cost. Use it, share it, and get the good marks and share your results with me. See you in the next class with practicals. Good luck.